Boom. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the show. Welcome to BombCast. If you're brand new to the show, we appreciate you coming through. Let's get it. Wednesday, March 12th. We're going to get it in. We're halfway through the week, people. Halfway through the week. We're going to get it in, one way or the other. We're almost there to Friday, right? Almost there to Friday. What can I tell you? It's been good so far. It's been good so far. Hopefully everyone is doing well out there. It's like, a lot of stuff have been happening this week. I feel like this is a productive week. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. But, well, it says stop taking video. I feel like it's a good week, guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm just totally out there. But it's a good week, right? Persistence breaks resistance. Remember that. Positivity is key. Anyways, midweek, I think we're going to switch it up a little bit. We might talk about, the wham of what's going on in the world today, but for the 30 minutes that I have today, I think we're probably going to do uh like NFL signings. That's I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to basically kind of jock that. We're going to do that. Not really jocking, but we'll see what the heck happens. Today, March 12th, I think the free agency is starting for the NFL. So basically, all the people that can't get signed, they're on the market. Everybody is going to be looking at them. Who the f wants who, and we're going to see where they go. There have been signings so far, so we're going to see what the heck happens with that. I'm going to go over basically the kind of the more, main ones that we should be looking for because we're experts, right? We're experts now. But that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna crack open this Red Bull sugar free because we got to get it in. I got another one just in case, but I think we'll be all right. Well, I didn't really watch it, but I kind of like glanced over here and there for the scores. Crazy game on what was it, the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Indiana Pacers. I used to hate the Pacers, right? And now I'm kind of like a fan, right? I'm a fan of Indiana. Indiana Pacers, shout outs to you. Crazy game. I think they won by 1 point, 115, 114. I thought they were going to lose at the very end, but somebody made the shot and won it by one. So shout outs to you guys. I'm looking. I'm looking at you guys. I'm seeing what the Pacers got. Because back in the day and like forever ago, it's always been like, ooh, not really a fan of the Pacers. But seemingly they got it. All right. So let's see what we get, right? I looked over this like earlier and I was like, wow, this is pretty interesting stuff. If you're a fan of the NFL, football and stuff like that, this is basically stuff that you need to know. So off the rip, we got the AFC East. We have the Buffalo Bills, right? Everybody loves the Bills. I'm not really a fan of the Bills, but it's like, okay, cool. I can feel kind of like the hype train. I like the energy, but the Bills, I mean, that's like an 80s team where, they went to like 5 Super Bowls and they won like none of them, right? But it's like, you know what? You were pretty good, right? Anyways, off the rip, quarterback Josh Allen, the maestro of the Buffalo Bills, he has agreed to a new 6-year deal worth $330 million. Can you imagine that? $330 million? That's like of a third of a billion, the big 1B with 250, right? Guaranteed. So we have $250 million guaranteed. So he can, in my mind, if he can like break his leg, he can like get his arm like shattered, and he can still get 250 million guaranteed, and that's basically about that. So that's a big deal. 6 years, $330 million going to Josh Allen. Do I think he's worth that? I don't know. I've never been really impressed with Josh Allen. I think the kid has heart. I think he can play, but I don't know. With 250 mil, I think that might be a little bit too much. But we'll see what happens. If he gets a championship, it's worth it, right? It is flipping worth it. Next, what we got? Khalil Shakir. Hopefully, I'm not butchering my man's name. Wide receiver signed a 4-year extension worth 60.2 mil, including 32 million guaranteed at signing. So, I mean, I don't know. Wide receivers, I mean, as of last year, I think there were like a dime a dozen. Not to say that Khalil Shakir is a bum, or like a overpriced guy. He might be a fantastic champion at catching those little pigskins, but 60 mil, I don't know. I think there's a lot of young kids coming through, and they can probably do about the same for a lot less. Moving right along, Miami Dolphins. Zach Wilson. Now this kid, oh, he had he had hope, right? A Bayou kid, BYU or whatever. It was like, Zach, you're killing us, baby. I mean, what is up? So our buddy Zach Wilson is seemingly signing a 1-year deal with the Miami Dolphins. So God bless you, son. I mean, that's all we can say about that. Hopefully it works out, hopefully it works out, right? So Zach Wilson is signing a 1-year deal with the Miami Dolphins. So shout outs to him. He has like a second and third chance. I've, it's hype. It's hype for Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson. I mean, I think the kid is a wonderful guy. I'm sure he's a nice person, but as far as like, him playing in the NFL, I don't know. Maybe it's like he needs to find his own system, a team that kind of works in his system of playing, and maybe that can like kind of get it. Maybe Miami can be good, and stuff like that, kind of like a run and gun type stuff, so hopefully it works out with him. I think he was on the Jets and it didn't really work out all too well. Hopefully, he can do something with his new career in Miami. No, next. New England Patriots. Oof. Joshua Dobbs. I don't know all too much about Joshua Dobbs. Seemingly he's a QB. He's agreed to a 2-year, 8 million deal with 3.8 fully guaranteed. I think they need to probably go after some bigger name. And if push comes to shove, maybe they can get like Tom Brady to like kind of, fill the sorrow gap, one more time for New England, because I don't think Joshua Dobbs is going to do it. Mac Hollins, okay, so he got the wide receiver. They got the wide receiver to a 2-year, 8.4 million deal. So that might be pretty good. And that is basically about it. Austin Hooper, tight end. He'll be signing with the New England Patriots, so hopefully that works out. He's got a 1-year, $5 million deal with 4 mil guaranteed. And yeah, that's about it. Let's see what else we got there. Now, this is kind of a biggie. We got a DL, Milton Williams, agreed to a 4-year, $104 million deal with 51 million guaranteed. So I'm guessing they're trying to like stack up the flipping line or something, with the big boys because they're paying big money for that. And CB Carlton Davis, 3-year, $60 million deal. We'll see what the heck happens. At least they'll hopefully be pretty good with the D. With the offense, I don't know. I don't know. Not so much on that. Moving right along. Now this right here should ruffle a couple of people's feathers. We're going to the Jets, the New York Jets. So what do we have? Justin Fields, right? Signing a 2-year, $40 million deal with 30 million guaranteed, 15 mil signing bonus, and 5 million base salary. Ooh, so I don't know what the heck is going on with that. Aaron Rodgers, right? The heir up there is seemingly moving out of the house. He is moving out of New York. He is going to the free agency lands. So we'll see where our guy goes. I don't know. I don't know what the heck happened in New York, but everybody seemingly hated poor Aaron Rodgers. It was terrible to see. It was like beating up an old man. I mean, they beat this poor old man to death. It was terrible. So it's bad. It's really bad what they did to Aaron. And I don't know if it was like some sort of political, inside, like, we hate you, Aaron, because I don't think our guy did all too bad, right? I mean, he wasn't like fucking stellar, but I don't know what the heck happened, but because there was like so much hate on Aaron Rodgers. So hopefully he gets picked up by somebody. Maybe he can start doing like a mentoring, whole shtick with that. Like, hey kid, this is how you throw the ball type, something like that. Because it was horrific to watch. I mean, and I don't think he even did that bad. I don't think he even did bad. I mean, I don't know. But nonetheless, Justin Fields, Steelers kid going to New York, signing a 2-year. We'll see what the heck happens with that. Uh, Jermaine Sherwood resigning on a 3-year, 45 million deal, and then Brandon Stevens, a 3-year, $36 million contract on the CB shtick. Baltimore Ravens. Oof, my gosh. So DeAndre Hopkins signing a 1-year, $6 million contract. So I guess he got booted out of Kansas City. It was tough to watch. I mean, so he's going to Baltimore, I'm guessing, for like a year to see if he can, like, kind of, win a flipping championship. He went to Kansas City because it was supposedly like, money in the bag, money in the bank. And it was terrible. I mean, I watched the guy play in the Super Bowl, and I was horrified. I was really, really horrified. I mean, hopefully he can get it back into his old time ways of, like, absolutely dominating. But he's going to Baltimore for a 1-year, $6 million contract, and that's basically about it for Baltimore. Bengals, we got T. Higgins. He's got a contract, a franchise tag on him. So they're stacked with the wide receivers. You know, the kids got the offense, but it's just like, there's no defense. It's just like you can put up like 50 points, but I mean, if you get like the other team to put in 55, it's like you're still gonna lose. So they need a defense. They got the wide receivers. They got a quarterback. So hopefully they can do some stuff with that. Mike Gesicki, tight end. He's got a 3-year deal worth 25.5 mil. So Mike Gesicki is going back to Cincy. And they're going to be working on the deal, the linebackers, and stuff like that. So hopefully they got that taken care of. I like Cincinnati. I think they can play. I think they have a fantastic, offense. I think they're just like fire. But that defense, it ain't working. It's not working. It never has, and it's just not working. So going to the Browns, what we got here? We got Kenny Pickett. Oh my gosh, Kenny Pickett. So our guy is going to the Browns. He just won the Super Bowl with the Eagles, and he is going to Cleveland. Acquired in a trade with the Eagles in exchange for a quarterback, Dorian Thompson Robinson, and a 2025 fifth round pick. So we'll see what the heck happens with that. Big one. Miles Garrett signing a 4-year extension that includes 123 million guaranteed. That is flipping crazy. So Miles Garrett drinks her own new play. Oh my gosh. So we'll see what the heck Kenny Pickett can do. I don't know. I think the kid can play, but as far as like, an elite quarterback, maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. But maybe in a different system, maybe in a system that works for him, he can be elite, So who knows? He just won the Super Bowl, so what the heck am I talking about? Pittsburgh Steelers, we got DK Metcalf acquired in a trade. Metcalf is signing a 4-year, 132 million extension with Pittsburgh, so we'll see what the heck happens with that. Pretty good wide receiver, but I mean, I guess it's the year of the wide receiver. Making the money and all that. I think you can get a lot more bang for your buck if you get younger kids. But 132 mil, that's where it's going, right? In DK's pockets. What else we got? That's basically about it for Pittsburgh. Now, there's a big problem with Pittsburgh and their quarterbacks because seemingly, like, they have a trillion of them, but they still have none of them. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. Seemingly, they just lost Justin Fields. They've got what is it? The kid that won the Super Bowl in Seattle. Oof, man. I don't know. I forgot his name. Wilson, Russell Wilson. So I think they still have him, but he's trying to like shimmy out there because obviously it's not working all too well. I don't know. Maybe Aaron Rodgers can go to Pittsburgh. That'll be kind of crazy. I mean, they could protect him, with the line, and basically, he can just sling it. So we'll see what the heck happens with that. AFC South, what we got? What we got? Um, not so much. I don't know. I don't know. We got Braxton Berrios signing a 1 year with 2 mil. Christian Kirk, Justin Watson, Mario Edwards, Sheldon Rankins, Nick Neiman. I don't know, not too much. Indianapolis, that's going to be kind of fun. They got Daniel Jones to a 1 year, $14 million deal with 13.15 million fully guaranteed. Daniel Jones, I don't know about that. Hopefully, the kid can do something. He's probably just trying to make some money and get paid. But it is what it is. Shout outs to that guy getting that 13 mil. Chavarius Ward, CB, 3-year deal worth 60 mil with 35 guaranteed. Not too bad there. Going to Jaguars. The Jaguars are just totally effed up. I mean, I don't know what the heck they did, but it's just like now they're cursed. And I don't know if they can ever get the F out of that curse because it's really, really that bad. But nonetheless, they got Nick Mullins signing a 2-year, $6.5 million deal with 3 million guaranteed. They got the kid from Clemson or whatever the heck it is. I forgot, Sunshine. But nonetheless, I guess they just don't love him anymore. So nonetheless, they're probably trying to get rid of him, and that's just the way it is. Tennessee Titans, another cursed team. Dan Moore Jr., 4-year, $82 million deal with 50 mil guaranteed. And then we have a LB Cody Barton agreed to a 3-year, $21 million contract. So nothing all too crazy out there. And off we go to Denver. Denver Broncos. What we got there? Jarrett Stidham, 2-year, $12 million deal. DJ Jones, Matt Pearl, to a 2-year, $7 million deal. And this guy, Talanoa Hufanga, agreed to a 3-year worth 45 mil with 20 mil guaranteed at signing for the biggest contract so far out in Denver. Kansas City Chiefs. Oh my gosh. No, if they don't get this this team in line, it's going to be big problems. There's going to be big problems because obviously there's something going on. I think they just lost Travis Kuchke, and it's going to be a pretty bad thing if they start just disintegrating like some space shuttle from SpaceX. Elijah Mitchell agreed to a free agent deal. Jalen Moore, 2-year, $30 million contract. Nick Bolton signing a 3-year, 45 mil contract. Um, that is basically about it. Marquise Brown resigned to a 1-year contract worth 11 mil. I don't know if they're going to keep their coach. They treat him like ass anyway. So I mean, I don't know. I think somebody said that he might retire under the last year's pretext of either winning or losing. It didn't really matter. So he might retire. I don't know. Going on to the Raiders, Geno Smith, our buddy from Seattle, is going to Las Vegas. Oh my gosh. Geno Smith acquired in a trade with the Seahawks for a 2025 third round pick. And off we go with that. Pretty cool stuff with that. He can kind of play, but I mean, I don't know if he can do it. I mean, the Las Vegas Raiders, ooh, that's going to be tough. Los Angeles Chargers. Now, Najee Harris is going to LA. Oh my gosh. So they booted our guy from the Steelers. Pretty good quarterback. I guess they need running back. Hopefully he can do, what he did in the Steel Town out in LA. Running the ball like a flipping champion. I think he had over 1,000 yards running last year. So we'll see what the heck happens with that. Agreed to a 1-year, 5.25 mil, fully guaranteed contract out in Los Angeles. Khalil Mack resigning to on a 1-year, $18 million deal that's fully guaranteed. Probable future Hall of Famer, so we'll see what the heck happens with that. Elijah Molden signed a 3-year, 18.75 million extension with 13.5 mil guaranteed. So they're getting kind of stacked out there in Los Angeles, and we'll see what the heck happens with that. Not too bad of signings over there. Najee Harris, I mean, he can play. I mean, he's like a flipping thunderbolt now, so hopefully he can get it in and keep it pushing through with that. NFC East, Dallas Cowboys. Now, this is just a big bag of just like what the F, right? So they have Dak Prescott, which is making like, too much money for nothing, and things of that nature. So I don't know. Let's see what we got. We got Osa Odzazua resigned on a 4-year, 80 mil contract with 58 million guaranteed. Cavante Turpin resigned to a 3-year, $18 million deal. And that is basically about it. I mean, Dallas, they're stacked, but it's like, bro, like nobody can flip and play. You have like a running back that I don't think is going there anymore. I forgot the kid's name. He's got like 9,000 yards. I think he's going to Los Angeles too. And it's just like, he can't play. Dak Prescott can't flip and play. I think he got the money and it was like, F it, I got the money. I'm done. I don't have to do jack anymore. And that's what the heck happened. New York Giants, Tommy DeVito. Okay. He resigned on a 1-year deal. Darius Slayton, wide receiver for New York, he's resigning on a 3-year deal worth 36 mil. Chauncey Golston agreed to a 3-year, $19.5 million deal. And Javon Holland, 3-year, $45.3 million deal that includes 30.3 mil guaranteed. So they're getting kind of crazy out there. Still like sub average like players. I think Tommy DeVito might be able to play, but it's not going to be anything. It's going to be like one of those journeymen, like one of those people that just, kind of fills in the spot. So I don't know. I don't know. Philadelphia Eagles, they got Dorian Thompson Robinson with a trade for the Browns. Saquon Barkley, Mr. Big Time. Oh my gosh, he signed a 2-year extension worth 41.2 mil with 36 million guaranteed. I think he was the rushing leader of last year. He won the Super Bowl with the Eagles. So yeah, he's making more money because that's what the F happens. If you're a champion, you make more effing money. And that is basically we got Zach Bond resigning on a 3-year, 51 million deal with 34 million guaranteed. And that is pretty good stuff there. Pretty happy. Saquon is going back with an extension because that's pretty cool stuff. Commanders. Oof. Debo Samuel off the rip acquired in a trade with the 49ers. Pretty good little pickup right there. John Bates, 3-year, 21 mil, 11.52 million fully guaranteed. So not too bad there. And that is basically about it. Got Zach Ertz and Javon Kinlaw. So that's basically what we got on that with a 3-year 45 million deal and a 30 mil guaranteed. That is basically about that. NFC North, Chicago. Ooh, they need some help in flipping Chicago. And I'm not really seeing anything all too big. They got Drew Dalman agreed to a 3-year 42 mil contract with 28 mil guaranteed. Dio or the young bull agreed to a 3-year 48 mil contract with 32 mil fully guaranteed. And that is basically about that. Detroit. Oh my gosh. I mean, I think they really dropped the ball last year. I don't know what the F happened. I was pretty certain that they were gonna go at least to like the what is it like the NFC Championship or something like. I mean, it was like come on guys, but they didn't. They just dropped the effing ball and they got obliterated. I think it was through Washington, and that just sucks. But anyways, Marcus Davenport is resigning on a 1-year deal worth 4.75 mil. Derek Barnes, 3-year, 25.5 million extension worth 16 mil. And that is basically about that. Green Bay, what we got out there? Aaron Brooks. Oh, wow. 4 years, $77 million deal. So they're kind of paying a little bit out in Green Bay. And then we got Nate Hobbs, CB out there in Green Bay, 4-year, 48 million deal with 16 mil guaranteed. Off we go to the Vikings. We have Aaron Jones resigning on a 2-year, 20 million deal with 13 mil guaranteed. This is kind of a fatty. Will Fries agreed to a 5-year, $88 million deal. Byron Murphy, 3-year, 54 mil with 66 with a max value on that. So he might be able to make 66 mil off of his contract. Jonathan Allen, 3-year, 51 mil. Oh, I think we already did. What is that a different one? Yeah. With a max value at 60 mil. So he might be able to make 60 mil off that rip. And that is basically about the Minnesota Vikings. My gosh. NFC South. Oof. What a bunch of ass. The NFC South, not so stellar. So we got the Falcons, Jake Matthews, 2-year 45 mil extension with 38 million guaranteed. Leonard Floyd, whoever the heck that is. And that is basically about it. Off to the Panthers. We got little red. Andy Dalton resigned to a 2-year deal, so they still have him out in Carolina. Uh, they paid J.C. Horn. My gosh, they got him for 4-year extension worth 100 mil, 70 mil guaranteed. J.C. Horn got paid players. Tershawn Wharton, 3-year deal, 54 mil with 30 mil guaranteed. My gosh. And off to the Saints. My gosh, they dropped the effing ball on that. Jawan Johnson, tight end, 3-year, 30.75 mil, with 21.25 mil guaranteed. And then they got Justin Reed with 31.5 and 22.5 fully guaranteed. Chris Godwin, man, going to Tampa Bay now. Chris Godwin, good for you, man. That is what's up. Hopefully he makes a recovery. He's a flipping champion wide receiver, but he got messed up last year. He resigned to a 3-year 66 mil deal with 44 guaranteed. So we'll see if he can come back and get 10,000 yards for the career and get his ass back to Tampa. Levante David resigned on a 1-year 10 mil contract, 9 mil guaranteed. And that is basically about that. So this should be kind of fun. Arizona Cardinals signed a free agent deal with Jacoby Brissett. Let's see. And Josh Sweat agreed to a 4-year, $76.4 million deal, including 41 mil guaranteed. So that is basically about that. And off we go to LA again with the Los Angeles Rams. Our buddy Jimmy Garoppolo returning on a 1-year, 4.5 mil guaranteed deal. Matthew Stafford agreed to a restructured contract. So I guess they're not booting our boy out of Los Angeles quite yet. He had like 2 years on his existing contract, but ultimately decided to take a revised deal to stay with LA. So they'll see what the heck they can do with that. He's kind of on the, you know, other side of his career. So probably like in I'd say 2 to 5 years, he's probably going to retire. I'm guessing that. So Matthew, he's going to stay in LA. Devontae Adams, 2-year, $46 million deal with 26 mil guaranteed. Um, Now let's see what else we got with that. Tutu Atwell, 1-year, 10 mil deal with 5 mil signing bonus and 5 mil guaranteed. I think they got rid of that other wide receiver. I forgot. He was on I think the Super Bowl team. I forgot his name. I think he is leaving. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's leaving on that, but we'll see what the heck happens with that. Two more teams to go, people. Two more teams to go, and we are done. San Fran. Oh my gosh, what a sad story there. You got robbed by Kansas City, and now all hell breaks loose. Ooh, that's tough. Demarcus Robinson, 2-year deal, 9.5 mil, 6 million fully guaranteed. Luke Farrell agreed to a 3-year deal worth 20.25 mil, 11 million guaranteed. And that is basically about that. And last but not least, Seattle Seahawks. My gosh. So we got Sam Darnold signing a 3-year, 100.5 million dollar deal with 55 mil guaranteed and 37.5 million in year one. So he got paid. He's going to Seattle, and that is basically about that. So Sam Darnold got flipping shipped to Seattle, and that is all she fucking wrote. Okay. Anyways, my gosh, we did it, people. That is basically all the major signings of 2025 so far. But as you know, stated earlier, it basically just started. So the 12th, it just started, and off we go with the signings, and it should be fun. We got big names everywhere. It should be fun to look into. Poor Aaron Rodgers, where the heck is old the old Clydesdale going to? I don't know. It'd be nice to see him in Pittsburgh, but I think they're trying to transition to probably younger kids. But we'll see what the heck happens with that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But my gosh, they tried to break our boy in New York. I mean, my gosh, no love for the cheesehead, the ex cheesehead. Anyways, that is basically about it. We're gonna do one on Friday. I think we're gonna do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I just kind of wanted to get away from like the everyday, wham wham show because you already know what the heck is going on. I think yesterday the Dow Jones went to hell for probably about, I think 400 points. With like the last 2 days, it's been down for like 1,000 points. And oh my gosh, that is absolutely horrific. Where the heck do we go with that, Mr. T? Where the heck do we go with that? So we'll see what the heck happens with that. Donald Trump just got a brand new Tesla. He got a brand new Tesla, buddy. Shipped right to the White House via Elon Musk. So that's big news. Probably there's something going on with the Teslas. Just kidding. I don't know what's going on, but he got a brand new Tesla. Right, shipped to the front door of his of the White House by yours truly, the uh, the psychotic crustacean. But anyways, that's about it. It was fun. Hopefully you guys are doing well out there. Hopefully you have the rest of a great weekend out there, or excuse me, weekday, so we can get to the weekends. Spring break is here. I don't know. I might have to like find a beach, to go to and see what the heck happens with that. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. And adios, amigos. Take care. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on what you would like to hear from BombCast. And if it's cool, amazing, and most certainly epic, we might get to it. Appreciate it, guys. Take care.